everyone, my name is River Stump and welcome back to today's video. We are doing another speed build. Now for this one, I don't really know what I want to do, but I wanted to do like a patio restaurant bar kind of style. So I know I wanted like an outdoor section, and then you can see kind of that patio there. And I completely screwed up the foundation there, so here I am trying to figure out how I did it before. I don't think it's the same, but you know what? It's fine. It looks fine. And then I knew I kind of wanted like green hedges, so I put those around and then put our little stairs in, and then filled it in with the green hedges. And then I wanted like an indoor outdoor style building, so I ended up putting these open doors. I think it gives it a really like nice welcoming vibe, seeing how it's in the new growing together kind of world. And I didn't really know what style I wanted to go for originally. Like I said, I was earthy kind of bar, so I actually ended up going with this wood, and then I was looking around for like a green or like just some kind of siding that looked nice with it. I ended up just going with the same one but in green, and I think it turned out really good. I'm really happy with that combo. I'm actually obsessed with the new green. I don't know if I'm the only one, but it just looks so good. And then I put a roof on because I knew I was going to want to do just a flat roof on this. And I actually wanted to put like a little rooftop garden up there. So you can see me kind of figuring it all out, lowering it down. And then I put half walls up so I could match kind of the whole wall to it. And then I put some black trim around it. You can kind of see me looking through them. And then I was looking for like a black metal roof, so I ended up going with that one. I think it looks really good. And then you can see me kind of putting in the rooftop gardens. And I wanted to like box them off somehow, but it just wasn't looking good, so I just went back. And obviously forgot that front piece. Don't worry, I do fix it. But you can see me kind of like trying to position and find the best things. So I just typed in the show hidden objects and show live edit objects kind of hack for debug. Just because I find debug landscape is really good. Like, why not use it, you know? So here I am just trying to figure out something that looks good from the front, and I was like, you know what, this would look better with gravel underneath. So I put gravel in there, and then I couldn't figure out how to delete that, so I ended up just going back and erasing all of the progress I just made because I have no idea how to do that. So I just changed them to gravel, and I was like, okay, let's start fresh. Looking for plants. I ended up finding this one that like hung over the side. You can also see me kind of like throwing some stuff out there that I thought could be useful as I found it. So yeah, I don't know. I really like the way that sits like hanging over the building. It just, I don't know, it makes me really happy. And then I added some cute little pink flowers. And then on this side, I was like, do I want a hanging basket? But like, what am I going to attach a hanging basket to? So I found this really cute thing, but it wasn't sitting on the ground. And I found out later it was clipping to the stairs, like everything was. So I just had to move the stairs, but you'll see me kind of figure that out after a while. But as for, yeah, here's me figuring it out. And then I had to alt place it, disappeared, alt placed it again, put the stairs back in, good to go, just like new. And then I really liked the look of these up top, so I sized a few down, put them there, and I think it turned out really nice. Let me know if you like it or what you would have personally done. I would love to see some of your building ideas for this lot. And then I added in some windows. I'm thinking that little corner is going to be the bathroom. You can see me kind of landscape it in here in a minute after I'm done placing the ridiculous amount of lights I placed. I don't know why. I ended up deleting like 90% of them, if not 100. And then I blocked off the bathroom, and I was going to put like this cute little counter where you would like go and speak to the waiter. But I don't know. It was just seeming really odd where I didn't have the dine-in pack. Like, it just didn't fit. I'd be lying if I said I didn't consider buying it. So let me know if you do want to see more like restaurant style builds. But honestly, this whole section is just kind of like a waste of time because I just couldn't get it looking right. But that's as close as I got, so I don't know. It wasn't very good. I wanted like green tables to kind of bring out the greenery inside, but I couldn't find any nice ones, so I ended up just doing the floor black and then going back to the tables to see if it would look any better with like the flooring and wallpaper on. And you see how bright it is in this room? Like, I could not tell what color the walls were. Like, could not tell at all. And then I was like, you know what? I'm building a bar. Like, let's throw a bar in here. It'll be back in this like little corner. We'll put some bar stools. And then I put a little door for the bathroom, and I was looking for that one that had the male and female on it. But I could only find the female and the male one, like the separate. I did eventually find it, but I was going to settle for that door. And then I was like, oh, it's literally right here. So I put it in. And then I went back to the tables because they were driving me nuts. And I was like, let's put in some game tables. And then people can play games with their kids here. You know, they can go get a drink at the bar. Like, their kids can go hang out at the splash pad. Like, it'll be fun. A fun little area to go. So I put those in, and I was like, I hate that thing. So I just got rid of it, and I was like, you know what? These would probably look better over here. So I just put 2 and then kind of adjusted them. And then I was like, now what am I going to fill the section over there with? So I was like, later problem. Let's add in some more windows. Put a slide over here. We can like do the swing set. So I was just kind of looking for outdoor things. Honestly, specifically the swing set, but got distracted with the toilet. So we're on to the bathroom now, I guess. And toilet, sink, a little mirror to like check your outfit before you go out. And I put in that little plant mirror, and then went with a black tile floor and the same wallpaper because I don't know, you don't really need tile in a bathroom without a shower, like for the walls. So I found my swing set, put that in, and then I was like, should I put like a tree house? And I was like, no, someone would have to build it. So I ended up putting in that like little space explorer thing. I guess it's a pirate ship, but you know what I mean. And then some tables outside. I ended up going with these glass ones, but I didn't love how they were sitting, like with the crosses. I just felt like you'd bang your knees into them all the time, and obviously that's a real life problem and not a Sims problem. But I don't know, I didn't like it. So I replaced it with this one that was all open, and then put in these growing together chairs. And I was like, okay, I'll just put a bunch of different colored chairs and make it kind of fun and quirky, but it was too quirky. They just weren't going well together. So I did end up just changing them, but I was like looking for a little seating area over here that was a bit more comfy, so like moms and dads could kind of lounge and relax while their kids are kind of playing and just kind of socialize, you know. So here I am trying to pick the color swatch that would match the wood. And I really wanted to put it over here, so I moved that table up against the wall, and then added in a little kind of block so you can like put your drinks on it, whatnot. And then I ended up just changing it because I was like, this is far too many colors. So we're going with white and blue now, and like that light brown color, which I think looks so much better. I'm so glad I did that. And then I kind of started positioning the outside, and I was like, they need a garbage can, so we'll throw that in. And I was gonna put like the big one, but I was like, do we really need it? No. So I left it alone, and then I changed it to a bar and realized that we need like a dance floor and televisions. So I was like, hey, which one looks best at a bar? So I went with the flat one. And then I decided in that little corner area to make it like the dance floor. So here's me looking for some fun and funky lights. I ended up going with like the stage lighting, but you can see me getting distracted here by some plant lights. Don't mind me. Back to the problem at hand. And I like this light, so I just stuck that on the wall and then got rid of all the lights because I was like, that's gonna make me want to pick the light more because, you know, I can't see, so stay on track. And I was gonna put like those little flip-flop ones, but they just look too childish, like too kids' birthday party like. So I found those stage ones, put them in. And then I was gonna put a frame puzzle, but there was no puzzle in it. So I ended up just looking for kind of some artwork. And you can see me selecting this plant wall, and I sized it up just to make it more full and luxurious. And then I was like, oh, how cute. Like, let's put some little pottery stuff outside to kind of spice up the place. And I really wanted to put like plants inside, and I liked this kind of bamboo one, but it just didn't fit. I could just imagine someone tripping over it and suing the restaurant. Obviously, again, I know that can't happen, but you know, I'm sure you know what I'm like thinking of. If you don't, I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy. But I ended up just kind of going with this simple stand. I think it's fine. I don't know. Brings a little bit in, but it doesn't stick out. And I was like, I really like these. I kind of want to use them. But they were like so out of place. There was no spot to put them. So I just ended up deleting them. And even that one out front, changed it to kind of like these sticks. And then made it match better. And then onto the pathway. I was like, we need a pathway going to the stairs. So I picked this kind of rock one. And I was like, I really want gravel around like the kids area. But the gravel didn't really match the path all that well. So I did end up changing the path. But you can see me kind of circling the items with the gravel. Just so you know, there's like a path. Kids kind of play place. I ended up just kind of like filling it in with mostly gravel just because that spot looked really weird. And I just cleaned it up around the edges, made it look more neat and like intentionally placed there. So here's me deleting that. I ended up just putting like gravel because none of these really matched. So here's the gravel pathway. I think it's fine. It looks good. So now I'm like, let's do some dirt kind of landscape. So I put some dirt around the building and under the pots out front, and I was really struggling. I couldn't get it like nice and neat and uniform without being like too light or too dark. I don't know. It was just an off day, I guess. So it's done now. And then I placed a few little trees around the area and wanted it to like not hide anything. So I put the big tree out back, and then I was like, we need some flowers. So I put them under the tree, and I was like, maybe we can put some sunflowers, but they just didn't really seem to fit that well. So I was like, maybe we can do like a little outdoor area. So I put like a telescope, and then I was like, I kind of want like either planters or like a campfire. So I put like little benches for people to sit and have a campfire. But the only campfire I had was the werewolf one. So I tried to size it down. You can see me kind of select it here in a minute. But it just looked too weird. And I put a little bee box under. I don't know. I think it's cute with all the flowers. Here's that campground thing. You can see me kind of looking at it, and I was like, that looks absolutely ridiculous. Like, why is there a miniature couch in there? So I got rid of it, and I was like, you know what? It can be an outdoor seating area. And if you guys have a campfire in your pack, you can put it in. But I thought this table looked the most like a campfire. So I threw that in, and then I was like, maybe I can put something in the middle of it to make it look more like a campfire. There was nothing, so I just put this little lantern in, and I called it a day. But I think it's cute. I kind of like that there's like a little bee area, and then, you know, a little spot you can like look at the stars. Just don't get struck by a meteor, please. And then I was looking for those grass that I had, ended up sizing them down just because they looked so big. So I kind of scattered them around the area. And then I was looking for those rocks because I really wanted to add more of them. But I could not find them for the life of me. I did end up finding them in a little bit. It was literally right when I was like losing hope, and I was like, I'm never gonna find these, so like, what's the point? That's when I found them. You can see me kind of sorting through. Yeah, there's the rocks. Perfect. I sized a few of them down to make it, you know, not all the same size. But I kind of put those around the area just to give it more of a natural theme. And then I named it. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and feel free to subscribe down below. Have a great day. Bye.